Okay. Critical look at Manny Pacquiao. We got Jarrett Boxing, 78 Sports TV, and Chris Caban. So let's go. We're gonna start from his first flyweight title attempt against WBC champion Chachai Sakasu. We're not gonna go further back because we don't know none of them guys. So, okay, he wins the world title, 8th round KO. I don't know nothing about the guy, but I have to call it a solid win because he's won the title. I'll let you guys take it away.
Yeah. I mean, I saw that fight, man. Oh, Manny Pacquiao, it was his first world attempt at the flyweight belt, and look, man, he did what he was supposed to do, and also, you know, that fight there, yeah, it was that fight was in Japan. Is that right? Yeah, it was in Japan. And boy, look,
Thailand.
Thailand. Sorry, he took it to him. He took it to the kid, man. I saw that fight. He took it to him, and he won the fight convincingly, and eventually stopped the guy, man. It was a good fight. His first thing, and like, it was crazy, man. Like, I mean, it was good. It was a good
I've
fight.
got to keep it real though. We have to go back a little.
Go on.
He was KO'd in 3.
Yeah, I saw that as well. I saw that as well.
Rustico Torrecampo.
Yeah, I saw that as well. He got took off the ground on that one, man. He came into that fight, and I think at that point, like, they were talking about them times. I think he was talking about maybe his weight drain, whatever. But he got beat up in that fight, man. He got beat up in that fight. I think he was too inexperienced as well.
Is that the fight when they say Pac-Man down, Pac-Man down?
Nah, I think that was a bit later on. But in this one, he was too. He was young. He's still young.
He lost to that 3K battery or something. I know.
Yeah, that was.
But was that the body shot? This one where he lost, the body shot put him down.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not going to put a red flag because it's a loss. You know, I mean, he lost.
He was young. He was young, and he fought the next month after. He wasn't bothered about. I mean, he lost it just.
Yeah. He lost the fight. You know,
and fought the next month after. So so he was good, man. He lost in January and then fought in February straight after. So less than a month, he was back in the ring again and won a 10-point decision over the next guy. So
right. I'm gonna
back onto the flyweight.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip Todd McAlim unless you know him. You can. I don't know him, so it means nothing to me.
Where we at now? We've done the flyweight.
Yeah, we're going after his title win. So it's Todd McAlim or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah, I ain't see that one.
I ain't seen that. So anyone got anything?
Nah, man.
Nope. Sound like a bum to me.
Yeah. All right.
You're gonna go to the next. You might as well go to
Gabriel Myra.
Gabriel Myra. I ain't seen it. I'll just go to the loss, man.
It's a title win. It's a title win. So
I know that, but I don't think I ain't.
Errol, let me chair the thing. Will you chair it? If you want to chair it, Errol, I'll let you chair it.
My bad, fans. Go ahead, Beats. Go ahead. Gabriel
Myra.
Never heard of him.
Okay.
Bum.
We move on. Okay.
I ain't heard of him.
Medgoen Sigsuret. He lost by TKO in the 3rd.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, he failed to make the weight.
Yeah.
Title at stake.
He got beat up in that, man. He got beat up in that fight and got knocked out on a hook, man. He was flat out. He was out cold, man. He was out cold in that fight, man. People was shocked as well. It was a shock. People was stunned. But good.
Yeah.
So
I've seen highlights of it on YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen one where he got knocked out by the body shot. I don't know much about this phase of his career. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna start fronting. You know what I mean? So it was the WBC International Superweight title after that. If you got your box ricks up, if you recognize any of these names until I say I'm gonna stop at a fighter, let me know and you can chime in and talk about him. I know Lelo Ledwaba. I remember that fight.
No, I'm going back. You need to go back.
All right, well, go on. Tell me what fight do you want to go at?
The one in the Philippines against Shenyo KO. Was he Shenyo KO? It was in the Philippines, in Manila. I saw that fight on KO TV in Manila. That was a good fight, yeah. And the guy, it gave Pacquiao competitive. It was competitive. It was a competitive fight at this point. And this is before Pacquiao was coming to America, actually. Pacquiao knocked him out. It was a devastating 1-round thing. It was a good fight, though. Good fight.
Okay, is that gonna aid his ATG status, or is just?
Because the guy didn't really do anything after that. After Pacquiao finished him, then guy didn't do
just a solid win.
Yeah,
good win. Yeah. Okay.
And Neddy Hussein as well. I saw that fight as well. Beat him up, man. Beat the guy up, man. I think that fight was in what was that fight?
Yeah, but these ain't. They're just mark
Just
time
say
fights.
from
Until you
Australia.
go.
Yeah, but he's from Australia, innit? Pacquiao, that guy was undefeated, didn't it? I think he was undefeated at the time, man. Pacquiao battered him, mate. That guy,
He knocked Pacquiao down too.
yeah, that was a great fight, man. That
What
was a great.
the Neddy Al Hussein fight? Yeah.
Yeah. Guy, he's a tough fighter, man. Pacquiao beat him up, man.
But isn't it a case that he's just underperforming with these guys here right now?
No. He's doing what he's doing at these lower weight classes. These are named guys, innit? Like they're not like.
Flooring him and knocking him out right now. I mean, he's okay. I'll take your word for it. This Sen Rima after Ned Al Hussein. If you right, any good?
I ain't see that one.
All right. Samoa Kalakalang, whatever his name is, Wethia, whatever his name, and you see the long name there. Any good?
Yeah. Nah. But this point, he's moving up at the weight classes, isn't
Okay.
it? Like just moving up. He moved up super bantamweight at that class, so I guess he's, you know what I mean. He's vacated his belt and then his international belt. Go on, Chris.
This is the African dude, right?
No.
Third.
Who are we talking about? Are we going into that? So
Nah.
Okay.
Left out Wabba.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah. He let Waba.
Yeah, I seen that fight. Yeah. He beat the hell out of Pacquiao. Beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, he looked like he shouldn't even be in the ring with him, man.
Yeah.
Pacquiao beat him, boy.
Come on, man. You got to telling me you beat the hell out of him, man. Was it a good win? What's the guy saying? What do you know about the
Nah,
opponent?
it was a good win because Labwabo went on to win the world title. You know what I mean? He went on to win the world title. It was a good win, and Pacquiao just blew him out. Like he just blew him out. The guy looked like the guy shouldn't even be in the same ring with him. You know what I mean? Lebwabo went on to get a world belt, but Pacquiao in that day, and Pacquiao was at this point, that's his American debut, and also Pacquiao teamed up with the Mohammed brothers. What are they called? Vingy Mahmood. They also managed Roy Jones at the time as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good win. Good win.
It was a good win. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take your word for it. And then after that, we have Ajapito Sanchez.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Technical draw. It's not a win.
Draw.
Well, is it a technical decision or a draw? It's a draw. Technical draw.
This a draw, man. Yeah.
Because the fight was stopped by a cut due to a cut, but Pacquiao was winning that fight.
Who got cut?
He didn't get the W.
Pacquiao.
So
Pacquiao got cut in that fight.
Yeah.
he didn't get the W. So
So they just kept their
we'll
whatever
leave
belts.
that one for now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jorge Alicia Ulio.
I ain't see that.
I ain't seen that. Has he got anything there's nothing that's going to put him on the super middleweight?
Nah, but we can only talk
on
about.
the ATG. There's nothing.
Not right.
He hasn't done nothing yet, has he?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
Nah.
What about this Far Prakorb guy for the IBF Super Bantamweight title? Anything?
Nah, man. But he done him in a round, though.
Done him in a round, though. TKO.
Done him in a round, bro. That's impressive, though, ain't it?
It's good because he's had a good few title shots at the same time, so we can't totally dismiss it because we don't know the names. So I think we have to bear that into consideration. Is that he's defending and he's winning belts, but we just don't know a lot of them. So we have to be fair. We have to be objective on that. Okay. We go to who's next? Emmanuel
Yeah, Zalero.
Lucero.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that fight, man. Like Manny Pacquiao was like a little pit bull, like a Danny Romero type of fighter. Come in, he had the peekaboo thing. Like people actually thought he was gonna win. Pacquiao blew him out, man.
That's a good solid win in my opinion, right?
Blew him up with a left hook. Yeah, and this disorientated him. They hit him so badly, the guy turned around and turned his back, and the referee stopped the fight. It was bad.
So that fight put him on the map, really, didn't it?
Well, that's the first because when he beat Labaro, like it was like, oh well, Labaro looked weak, yeah. But later on, that Labaro went on to good anything. But when he beat Lazaro, like people were like saying, oh, he's looking alright. And at this point, when he beat him, he called out Ferreira, right? He called him out straight fight. He said that they asked him if he want to fight, and obviously that's what happened. That's what happened.
So that put him on. That's a solid. That's definitely a solid.
Yeah, that was a start. That was a stepping stone to get to Barrera. So that's what happened.
Okay, Marco Antonio Barrera.
Yeah. Sevier, go ahead, Sevier.
Yeah. Now we getting into my area where it started getting juicy for Pacquiao. So yeah, I think Barrera being who he was, I think that was definitely a good win for Pacquiao. Definitely.
In my
ATG?
opinion, go on.
ATG win 78.
Yeah.
What you say?
Is that ATG status win?
Yeah, in my opinion, yes.
Okay.
Barrera, right? Real Barrera.
Yeah, Errol.
Oh no, yeah. Wait, Brett, go ahead, Chris, and then
All right, go on,
I'll
Chris.
ATG.
Yeah, I'll go into that fight. Listen, Barrera was unanimously known as one of the best pound for pound in boxing, especially in the lower weights. He just beat Eric Morales. He just finished off beating Manny Pacquiao, Nassim Hamid,
yeah.
and he finished beating up Johnny Tapia as well. Johnny Tapia and all them guys there. And basically, he was regarded as one of the best guys in the lower division. And he does sign with Golden Boy at this time with Oscar De La Hoya, their first signing, and that was their first fight. Pacquiao got knocked down in the first round, came back and beat the crap out of Barrera. I didn't know what I was seeing. It was amazing. To me, it was one of the best wins on one of the best wins in the record. I couldn't believe what I saw. He blatantly just beat Manny Barrera in every facet of the game, and it was a huge win for the Mahmoud brothers who were promoting him at the time, and it was a great win, and that is a great win. I mean, you could have finished his career right then and done something, but as we know what happened after. But that was a great knockout. Barrera doesn't really get stopped as well in them lower weight classes, and Barrera went on to beat Morales after this fight. But it was a great win, definitely a great win.
Well, all I remember, I watched it on BBC One on Sunday.
That's why I watched it as well.
I'm thinking, okay, Barrera's just gonna roll this kid over. When he floored him, it wasn't a knockdown. I think the referee called it incorrect. I said, this is going to be over quickly, man. And then I just see this hand speed and these angles when he punches. I said, what the fuck is this? And I recorded it, man, and I watched it about twice more in that day. I said, whoa. That peaked the radar. ATG status win unanimously.
Yeah.
Okay, no doubt. So we go into this. Well, is it a four-time series? Not a trilogy. It's a 4-time series now. One Manuel Marquez. 78.
Yeah. Absolute. I think that's an all-time great win. I think that's the good. This was a good ass fight. Wasn't this a good fight?
It's a draw, man. This is a draw.
This is the one where they said Pacquiao. Well, didn't Pacquiao knock
three times
dude down a bunch of times?
Three times in the first round.
Okay, yeah. All right. So now this is the fight where I thought Pacquiao. I actually thought Pacquiao lost this fight, to be honest with you, because but then some people say that the judge messed up because he was supposed to score the first round, a 10-7 or a 10-6 or some shit.
Yeah, 10-6.
But he didn't. Right, but so they say that, but I don't know. But I thought Pacquiao lost the fight because he won a couple of rounds in the fight. He had a good lead by those knockdowns, but I thought Marquez came back on, so I give him credit for the fight, man. But he wasn't. Since it was a draw, I guess we can just. I don't know how y'all would judge the draws. How y'all judge draws?
I thought Pacquiao just shaded that one, to be honest.
Okay,
but it's a draw officially. I think for the record books, because of the 4-fight series, I'm gonna give it an ATG fight because this guy's a good dance partner. So I'm gonna give it an ATG fight.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah. All right, Chris.
I agree with I think I give it an ATG, but I thought Marquez won the first fight.
Yeah. What? Go on. Go ahead and break it down then.
Because after the knockdowns, Marquez controlled majority of that fight.
Yeah, he did, but he was about 3 rounds down after the first round.
I know, but he won a lot of. I think he swept 6. He won a lot of them rounds, man. Marquez won a lot of them rounds.
Yeah.
Other than the knockdowns, he beat Pacquiao that fight.
Okay. Yeah.
Take knockdowns out. Pacquiao really ain't do shit.
Yeah. This is the first time when Pacquiao actually fought a challenge. Like when I saw the first round when he knocked him down, I only like one Marquez. He does beat what's his name again? The guy who fought Nassim Hamid, and he took his belt, and he beat Derek Gaynor. He beat up yeah. What's his name again? Manuel Medina. He beat up Manuel Medina to get the belt, and then he beat the crap out of Derek Gaynor. You know what I mean? So he's got 2 of the belts now in the weight class. So now Pacquiao comes in like a typhoon, yeah. Bombs him up, knocks him down 3 times around, but Marquez proceeds to get himself back, and his nose all blooded, comes back in the fight, and to the commentator's amazement and everyone watching it, he basically starts out box Pacquiao. Pacquiao at this point is seen as a one-dimensional fighter where he hasn't got a left hook. And this time, all the criticism comes on thing. But the fight was deemed a draw. And many people felt Marquez won the fight. And when I watched the fight at the time, I really was wanting Pacquiao to finish him because I didn't like what he did to like Derek Gainer. But in my eyes, I think, to be honest, when I watched it, I think a draw was a fair assessment.
Yeah, a draw wasn't unreasonable.
Yeah, you couldn't take the belt from Marquez, but Pacquiao done enough. And at this point, that set started for a rivalry later on, so I think that's a great fight, and it was a great series, and so
I think this is the beginning. The Marquez fight Marquez is Pacquiao's dance partner. They always gonna be linked like Ali and Frazier.
Yeah,
they're gonna be linked together. So I think you definitely gotta say that's an all-time great fight. You know.
That's right. It was that first fight is amazing. It's amazing. It's real.
Yeah, it is. The way Marcus came back from that, all time.
Yeah.
That's one of our generation's classic fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Rather than us always going back, way back, and say, "Oh yeah, that guy's a real." Nah, this was a great fight for our generation. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
So we got Fashan 3K Battery after that.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know that guy. I didn't see that.
I saw that.
He's a solid guy. He's a solid guy.
Go on, Chris.
He's a solid guy. He hits hard, strong. I get that a good solid win right there.
Yeah, TK Battery was a freeweight champion himself.
Was he?
He's a freeweight champion himself coming into the fight, and everyone was talking. He was the best in them lower weight classes. They were saying they wanted to fight, but Pacquiao at this point is too big and strong. He hits him with such a hook, he takes the guy off his feet. Literally takes some guy off the feet in Manila. It was devastating.
I have to watch that one then, man.
Yeah,
Is that on YouTube?
It's devastating. It was a devastating hook, and Pacquiao too big, too strong, and the Manila fans in Manila, it was a great win because that guy was a known guy. He's a known guy. And Pacquiao beat him before. Actually, I think Pacquiao beat him before, but that beating he got in him, I think that kind of ended his career. But it was a great win.
It's not ATG win though.
Yeah, it is a great win.
ATG win.
Because you guys don't know who DK Battery is.
Okay.
DK, if you look on, I got the Ring magazine from turn of the century, and he was one of the renowned champions at the time. Everyone know about TK Battery. That's a great win.
I used to read about him in the boxing.
In Asia, everyone knows who that guy is. You guys don't know who he is.
I used to read him about him in the boxing news actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he was hit so I seen him fight.
Yeah, he's fighting. Pacquiao's fighting the elite guys. I mean, even though it was lightweight, Pacquiao's too strong for him. That's a great win, in my opinion.
Okay, all right, I'm not gonna argue. Okay. 78.
I'm not gonna argue because I have no idea who this dude is. I will, since Earl and Chris are saying he was good, I'm gonna go look him up and check him out and see what he was doing. But I'm funny with rating them guys, man, who be fighting in Asia and shit, man. Because I could be undefeated over there right now.
Yeah,
and I'm fat.
Well, I know you love Chris John 78. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'm happy to see him get dusted off.
All right, so we got Eric Morales next. He lost by a unanimous decision. He got schooled in that fight, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
got his ass toe up.
Yep,
that was a good fight, though. That was a good fight, man.
That was
a good fight. That fight right there. Because you know what? I thought Pacquiao was going to beat Morales because of what he did to Barrera.
Yeah.
But Morales showed me something, man. And I was real surprised. Like, he showed a lot of heart, man. He had a chin in that fight, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I like that fight, man. I thought, even though Pacquiao got his ass whooped, I thought it was an all-time great fight,
Yeah, that was a good. I don't think that loss don't do nothing to him because he lost to Morales. That was a good ass fight. He ain't
that don't hurt.
Get beat up. Yeah, that don't hurt.
No, that don't hurt his resume. Not in my opinion. Anyway. Not that losses like that don't hurt the resume. And see, because he comes back straight away. Like everyone said, he comes back straight away and fights. So to me, that don't hurt his resume. You know what I mean? Like, I think I class them things as good losses. Yeah, they're good losses, man. They're not bad losses.
Yeah. I mean, has everyone talked on it yet? Or Chris?
You got it. All
right, yeah. This is the first thing to me notice about because I rate Marco Antonio Barrera and Morales as the top guys, and to me, I think Barrera underestimated Pacquiao coming into that fight with the big signing of Golden Boy, but Morales wasn't underestimated, and he's still pissed about Barrera, and he proceeds to put a beating on Pacquiao like no one else before. He put it on Pacquiao. Pacquiao didn't even know it was getting into. He was a live body. Pacquiao came with him. He basically outboxed him. He must have saw what Marquez done. He basically beat him on jabs. Every time Pacquiao tried to flurry, he was ready. He had enough in the tank to give Pacquiao back what he is and what you know Morales for. The moment you come on him, he came back on him, and it was an entertaining fight back on Pacquiao thought he won the fight, but the majority of the crowd watching the fight, Morales landed more the punches, cleaner punches, and I think he schooled Pacquiao. And then the criticisms came again that Pacquiao is only a one-dimensional fighter. So at that point, Freddie starts changing Pacquiao, start implementing hooks, start moving more head movement, more things, and obviously to the Pacquiao now. But Morales beat him up at that point. At that point, Morales beat him nice and solidly. Can't take it away. It was a great win for Morales, and that was an HEG fight. No doubt, no question. It was a great fight. I could watch that again now and still be entertained. That was a good fight.
Oscar Larios. Why did I think he stopped Oscar Larios? But he didn't. You know what I mean? He went a distance. I think that's just solid. That's not more than solid.
You skipped the Hector Vasquez fight.
Yeah, you skipped.
Did I skip one?
Hector Vasquez.
You skipped the Morales rematch too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm still. How am I going on ahead so far?
Hector Vasquez. You're on Hector.
Oh, right. That's because I went after the wrong Morales. Okay. Hector Velasquez. I didn't see this fight. I didn't see it, so I have to let you guys deal with that one.
I didn't see it either.
I seen that fight because it was on the same card that Morales lost to the black kid. What's the black kid name?
Zahir Rahim.
Rahim.
Yeah, Zahir Rahim. That was on the same card.
Yeah, I didn't see that fight. I didn't see that fight till years later. But go on, Chris. Go ahead.
Yeah, he just beat this dude up. Basically.
Yeah. Okay, so
let me take. Can I take a sidebar real quick? Because first for the record, I didn't see the Vasquez fight, right? But I heard that Pacquiao ducked that Rahim cat. Did he? Is that true?
Yes, he blatantly ducked Rahim. I was getting ready to get into that. I'm glad you talking about it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let 78 finish. He ducked.
No, I was just asking y'all because I don't remember. I remember people talking about
Morales
Pacquiao
lost
ducking
that
Rahim.
fight. Instead of fighting Zahir Rahim, he went to fight Morales again.
He quacked out.
Okay.
Okay, he quacked out. So
Yeah,
that's a mark time fight. He goes on to TKO Eric Morales in 10.
Let's go into that, mate.
Okay.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Aaron Morales at this point lost to Raheem. He's having arguments with his dad. His dad's not in his corner. And, at this point, he moved up out the weight. I think he moved up a weight at this time. And he's coming back in the weight. And he's just arguing. His brain's not on the fight. Pacquiao don't care about that shit. Pacquiao proceeds to beat the crap out of him. And also Pacquiao's complaining about when he went into Morales in the first fight about blood. They took blood out of him before the fight, and he was complaining about them draining him before the fight, and he felt weak before the fight. So this is the first time he's complaining about needles and whatever, and he beats Morales accordingly. Morales is not the same fighter no more. He just lost his own markers with his dad and his head. But I'm not making excuses. Pacquiao beat the crap out of him, beat him bad, and Morales never recovered from that beating he put on him. Trust me, he never recovered properly. So it was a great win for Pacquiao. No excuses.
ATG win.
Definitely.
Okay.
And Morales is an all-time great, no doubt, no question.
Agreed.
Yeah, I've got that down as an ATG win. Chris?
ATG.
Okay. Say no more. Oscar Larios.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't see it.
I didn't see
I
it.
don't know why I thought I stopped that guy.
I seen it. He beat his ass, man. That wasn't even no good fight.
Okay.
Let me see.
And then we go Eric Morales again.
Yeah.
That was just a humiliation. That was, man. That's when he was looking like Superman at that stage there.
Yeah. That again. Still the same Morales, man. He's a bit back with his bad dad at this point, but he's not the same guy no more. And Pacquiao just plays with him and just beats him up, man. Morales, you can see when he's on the canvas, he was looking around and that he knew he ain't got it no more. And Pacquiao's the new guy, man. Beat Morales. He beat Morales convincingly. Beat him bad, man. Beat him bad.
Well, that's an ATG win for me because he sort of like ended the guy's career, ended the trilogy, didn't he? So
yeah, his career. He went on to, even though Morales went on to win another belt at a higher weight and stuff like that. But
yeah.
he was never the same after he was never the same after the second one.
No, he was never the same.
No, he wasn't the same.
So can I move on?
Yeah, you can. Jorge Solis, go on.
We have Jorge Solis, 8th round KO. That don't mean nothing to me at all. Don't remember seeing it.
That Floyd Senior was training.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jorge Solis.
Yeah,
No,
Jorge.
the Dominican cat that Floyd Senior was training.
Okay. Well, let us
Who's
know,
supposed-
Chris, because I ain't clued up. You got to let us know.
What's the guy's name? Hold on. What's the guy? I can't think of. Let's go ahead until I think of the name. Go ahead.
All right, shall I move on and just leave it as a solid?
Yeah.
Jorge Solis?
I don't know him. I don't know about him, but
Alright,
so
I'm gonna move on.
Chris the only one knows about him. But go ahead.
Marco Antonio Barrera.
Yeah. Great win. Great win. Marco Antonio Barrera ain't the same Barrera no more. He's on the slide as well, like Morales, and Pacquiao just does what he needs to do, man. But Barrera still ain't recovered from the hand speed of Pacquiao, the movement. You know, Barrera struggles in the fight, and he beats him accordingly.
Yeah.
Barrera, it was a shame though, 'cause I saw the ending of Barrera. The writing was on the wall, and that's that, man. Even though Barrera is the same age as Marco Juan Marquez, at this time he's had like he's near 50 fights. He's fighting every bloody month. This shit is taking a toll on him, man. And especially the wars with Eric Morales, it's took out of him as well. He ain't got nothing left in the tank. And it's not the same Barrera and Pacquiao proceeds to beat him. Great win. Still a great win, because Barrera is very accomplished.
Yeah, man, it's an ATG win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the split decision against Marquez. What fight is this? Is this the
Second fight.
This is the second fight now?
Yeah, we're in the second fight. Anyone want to say something about that?
Who wants to
Seven-
go first?
I thought Marquez won the second fight.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Second fight tricky to me. I used to say that I thought Marquez won just because I hated Pacquiao, but if I'm being honest, I thought Pacquiao won the second fight.
Yep, that's what I thought. I thought the same thing. Pacquiao got knocked down in that fight. Not Pacquiao. Pacquiao knocked Marquez down in this fight as well, and I perceived he had more energy in this fight. I felt like at the end of the fight, I think the right guy won the fight. I thought Pacquiao won the fight. 7-8, you were saying, you mean you didn't like Pacquiao? Why was that at this point? You didn't like Pacquiao?
Well, I didn't like him because of the not at this time. I'm just saying, at the time, I thought Pacquiao won the fight.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, when all that dumb shit started happening later on between him and Floyd, I lied and said that I thought Marquez won every fucking fight when I really didn't believe that. I thought Pacquiao won the second fight.
Oh, thanks.
I thought Marquez fought well, but I thought Pacquiao had his number.
Okay, so did I.
I thought Marquez won this fight.
Okay.
So what, you got Marquez on this fight as well, Chris? Yeah.
No,
Who you fought won this? Pacquiao.
Marquez won this fight, the second fight.
Who won this one?
Marquez.
Yeah. I mean, I've got Marquez. Yeah, I've got Marquez too. I've got Marquez on this one. So that's 2 apiece. Okay. ATG win. Still an ATG win, I suppose.
Yep, still an ATG.
Yeah.
Still an ATG.
David Diaz. This was a beatdown, boy.
Yeah. Hey, before we get into this, I'm just gonna explain why David Diaz shouldn't have fought Manny Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao should have fought who, Chris? Galaxy Boy.
Yeah, because Nate Campbell was the recognized world the lightweight champion. He should have fought Nate Campbell.
Because Nate Campbell won Diaz, the baby bull, right?
Yeah, he picked the weakest champion.
Yeah. There was Julio Diaz, and there was Nate Campbell, and there was the baby bull. Nate Campbell beat the baby bull, and he was the best in that weight class. And that fight should have happened, and he didn't fight him. He picked David Diaz at lightweight. And then this. Go on.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna 7-8. Do you want to? Oh, let me just say this. You can say that he ducked Nate, yeah, but you see, all right, I'm gonna go into a bit of accountancy talk, and I shouldn't do that, right? Nate wasn't gonna bring him the purse he wanted for the struggle that he was gonna get, right? And there was no guarantees he was gonna beat Nate, right? With his long ass arms and shit and awkward stuff, right? Diaz had a commodity in the form of the belt. He took the belt. It was an easy win. Should he have fought Nate Campbell? Yeah, we could say that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Because you got to understand, yeah, that in this Diaz markability with Golden Boy beat Eric Morales in a war fight. And
he didn't win that fight though.
He didn't win that fight. He lost.
David Diaz lost that fight.
Yeah, I know.
He really lost that fight.
I thought, okay, all right. I remember seeing the fight. I was shocked that Morales was getting blooded up in that fight, and I was thinking Morales was done. at that point, but he was taking some solid shots. But anyway, he beat him. It was a marketable fight that you knew David Diaz was. So when Manny Pacquiao came in, David Diaz was strong at the weight. Yeah. I didn't think Pacquiao would do what he did to him. Pacquiao beat the crap out of that boy, man. It was horrible. It was horrible to watch, man. I never seen David Diaz handled like that. You know, he was handled, and also he was from the '96 Olympics with Floyd and Fernando Vargas. Vargas was there as well, and the way he got beat, man, it was bad, man. It was bad.
He wrecked his career.
Bro. Yeah.
Pacquiao looked like a different fighter. Okay, wink, wink. At this fight, during the David Diaz era, when he fought him, I thought Pacquiao just looked invincible to me. You know.
Yo, 78. I'm gonna keep your train of thought. Yeah, keep your train of thought.
Yeah.
This is a critical breakdown. No wink, wink. Say what you think.
I think Pacquiao started juicing.
Okay.
I think he started juicing around that time in the David Diaz fight. He had moved up in weight, and the next fight will tell the whole truth.
Okay.
Yeah, because I agree with 70 because look, he's moving from super featherweight, and he had a tough fight with Marquez in the second fight, even though he knocked him down. But then he's moving into a new weight class, and it's all of a sudden he's bringing up power into this weight class. Look faster, more powerful. David Diaz is a very big, strong lightweight. No one's handled him like that before. Pacquiao's looking fast, hitting him bing, and he just battered him. You know, I wasn't thinking he was juicing. I was thinking this guy's incredible. But then you look at it now, you think, hold on a minute, but you've come from all them little weights now, and now you're also in your power. Maybe he's growing into his strength. I don't know, but he looks in like phenomenal. Beats up David Diaz in spectacular fashion. Now, at this point, he's with Bob Arum now, and they're marketing. If you notice, they marketed that fight. They don't talk about Manny Pacquiao with the Barrera win was the biggest win. They talk the David Diaz win was the biggest win because that's when Bob Arum took over his career. So they don't talk about, at this point, he's left the Muhammad brothers. At this point, I don't know why, whatever disagreement they had, but they've left him, and he's moved with Bob Arum at this point, and he beats the crap out of David Diaz, and it is what it is.
Okay. So anyone else down with this juicing thing? Who thinks he could possibly juicing at this stage?
He's got a little something getting on anyway.
78, just 78. Chris?
Yeah, I think he's juicing.
A little suspicious.
Okay, all right.
I was impressed by the win. I wasn't thinking about juices. I was enjoying the fight at this point, but you know.
Okay. All right, that's 5 belts at 5 different weights.
Have you seen how regular he's fighting now? If you look at how regular he's fighting like every 3, 4, 5 months, you know.
Yeah.
And against great fighters, against Barrera, Morales, you know. David Diaz is a tough, strong guy. You know, go on, Beats. Moving on.
Okay. So, all right, before we do that, 5 weights, 5 titles at 5 different weights. That's got to be impressive, man. And the names.
Yeah, is that right? 5 titles at 5 different. Is that right?
Yeah.
No, so we got lightweight, lightweight, super featherweight. Okay, international.
Right, let me count. Hold on, one sec. Lightweight, super featherweight, super bantamweight, flyweight.
Featherweight. Who did he win at featherweight? What world belt did he get at featherweight?
Hey, can I say something about that? He really didn't get all them belts because Barrera wasn't the champion. Barrera was a Ring Magazine champion, so they don't count.
Nah, have you noticed
Marquez.
He didn't beat Marquez.
It was a draw, actually.
No, exactly. So he didn't win no belt at featherweight.
All right, okay.
Yeah, he didn't win no belt because Marquez wasn't. Barrera wasn't the champion in that fight.
He was the ring champion though.
Nah, he didn't win no belt. Look, he's all he's got is what you can see here. Is right. All you can see is super featherweight, man, super bantamweight, and then bantamweight, right? And then after that you got flyweight, and that's it. So you're talking about like 4.
Okay. 4. So he fights Oscar De La Hoya at 140. What weight was it? It was a
147.
There was no belt at stake.
No, 147. Now Oscar's moving down from 154, and Pacquiao's moving up to 147. That's the middleweight where they meet.
All I'm gonna say, ATG win. I don't care if Oscar drained himself. He thought he could win, and he didn't win. Pacquiao beat him up. I was shocked.
I thought.
Yeah. It's all your 78.
I thought Oscar was gonna knock him out, man.
So did I.
You know, even though Oscar was drained, I thought Oscar still had too much size, too much experience, too much power for this little dude, man. I just thought Oscar was gonna destroy him, and Pacquiao murdered De La Hoya, man. He made De La Hoya just give up, man. Like fuck it, can't hit this little dude, man.
Yep. I've got that down as an ATG win. I don't care if people say, "Oh, you drained." Well, Oscar, you're not drained. I mean,
So, coming into this fight now, Oscar just lost to Floyd. Not just lost to Floyd. He just lost to Steve. He beat Stevie Forbes, and he wanted to get a rematch with Floyd, and apparently that fight never happened. So he's looking for another opponent. And boy, in the Stevie Forbes fight, he struggled as well. He got beat up. He got hit quite a lot in this fight, and now he's moving down. I thought this fight was a joke. It's like, why are you serious? It's like, why are they even fighting? Oscar win him out.
It was for money. It was money.
Yeah, it was money, but yeah, obviously, like, and Oscar at some point, Oscar saying, well, he wanted to sign Pacquiao at the time when he had his Golden Boy company, and
he did sign him.
Yeah, he did sign, and Golden Boy and Bob Arum snatched him. All right, they snatched him, and he was pissed off about it. That was his motivation going into the fight. But to me, it wasn't a good enough reason. And he just come out with a mega fight with Floyd Mayweather, and he was strong at 154 where he beat Mayorga. To me, I don't understand why you'd want to move down into the weight class where you had the belt at that weight. But it doesn't matter.
Well, I don't know. Only he knows.
Diaz, and now the fight's happening. I'm thinking Oscar's gonna kill this guy. He's too little. Why they having this fight? It's a complete mismatch.
They thought they was gonna beat Pacquiao because they was looking to fight Ricky Hatton.
Because I talked to Richard Statham when he came to England at the time. I went to David had his debut, and I was there, and he said he wanted to do a dream match between Ricky Hatton and De La Hoya. I looked at this point and think Oscar's gonna kill him. But anyway, the fight happens, and Manny Pacquiao proceeds to beat the crap out of Oscar like no one else before at that time. He beats De La Hoya bad, black and blue. De La Hoya, his corner said, nah, they couldn't go out no more. Nacho Burstein said, nah, that's it. Oscar, you can't take no more. And the fight was done, and that was it. And this is the birth of Manny Pacquiao. He's a phenomenal star, beat Oscar De La Hoya, and he's a mega star at this point. Mega. All over the world at this point. Beating Oscar De La Hoya was a massive win. And even though I thought it was a mismatch, I thought Oscar was going to kill him. And this is Pacquiao. Now, I think after this fight, Roger, I think they asked Floyd Sr. at this point. One of the Philippine reporters asked Floyd to sign, what do you think of this big win? And he goes, well, he don't look normal. What do you mean? He don't look normal. He look like he's taking something. And this is where the rumors start. I remember vividly that he might be taking something. And everyone started, whoa, yeah. Well, Floyd Sr. said he might be taking something, so maybe he is, and invited, and he ain't left it since. Because he shouldn't be doing that to Oscar like no one else. I mean, you're coming from a lightweight all the way up to 147. Is that right? So 135 to 147, and you're beating up Oscar. It shouldn't have happened, but he did, and it's what it is. That's what I got to say.
Okay, we move on to Ricky.
I don't know if he's juicing this point, but Oscar looked drained anyway. So, but it's a good win. It's a great win.
Okay, we move on to Ricky Hatton. Second round KO, ATG KO for me. Just the way he done the KO.
Yeah. They count this as a title win when it was just an IBO title.
I'm just saying for the KO.
I'm
just saying for the KO, the way he KO'd him. ATG KO. One of the best KOs I've seen.
Ricky's a great at 140. 140.
I don't think Ricky's an ATG. I'm just saying
he beat Costa Zoo.
I'm just saying that. No, let me say my point. I'm just saying for the actual KO, the actual delivery, the way he knocked him out. I was like, wow, that was. I like that KO. It's one of the classic KO.
Yeah, definitely.
So I've got this ATG KO.
Being Ricky, Pacquiao was proving me wrong. I don't know if Pacquiao was the favorite going into the fights. I bet a lot of people make a lot of money in them two fights, you know. Ricky and De La Hoya. I wish I'd have bet some money. He beat Ricky. I've never seen Ricky. Ricky just lost to Floyd Mayweather. But Ricky's been on a run. He beat Paulie Malignaggi, and he's looking pretty good against Paulie Malignaggi. And then Floyd Sr. in his camp, and Pacquiao went in there, and apparently he didn't listen to Floyd Sr. in the game plan. He got knocked out in the most devastating knockout of all time in them lower weights. Of all time in that weight, it's devastating. And Pacquiao is held as one of the greatest fighters of the era, pound for pound at this point, because Floyd's at this point is retired.
So 78, how you got this one?
78's not online at the minute.
Okay, Chris, what you got? How you got this?
I got this as good win.
Just good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Solid.
Okay.
I ain't giving no Ricky Hatton. I ain't gonna give Ricky Hatton ATG.
Yeah.
All right. Miguel Cotto.
Miguel Cotto.
Yes. Stop
You're gonna
12.
Yeah.
I got this as ATG.
Yep. That was a spectacular win. I didn't think he was going to do that. I'm underestimating Impact. He never going to lose that fight. He beat up Cotto like no one else. Cotto's coming off the loss against Margarito, by the way, with the hand wraps, and he had a fight with Joshua Cotty where he didn't look his best, and I thought Cotto was still had enough to beat him. I thought Cotto was too big enough and strong, and he beat up Cotto as well. It's like I'm surprised it actually went the distance. So he looked at some point. It looked like Cotto was going to be stopped.
It didn't.
But
it didn't go the distance. It was stopped. It was stopped in the 12th.
Oh yeah, sorry. It was stopped in the 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stopped him in 12.
Oh yeah, he does say. Yeah, he does say. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Yeah, you're right. He did. He beat him up, man. He beat him up.
He floored him as well, didn't he?
He floored him up.
His uncle threw in the towel.
Pardon?
His uncle was training him at the time. His uncle threw in the towel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was beating him up. Have you noticed the trend with Pacquiao's doing? He's fighting greats. You know, he's fighting from David Diaz to Oscar De La Hoya to Ricky Hatton to Cotto. He's fighting regardless of what's going on with these other guys there. These are the very best at the time in the sport, and they're not shot. Ricky Hatton was not shot. Cotto wasn't looking his best, but he was not shot.
Okay, so
he's fighting the very best. Emmanuel Marquez, Barrera, Morales. These are the great. Come on, man. These are some of the biggest names in boxing, and he's handling them up easily. You know.
All right. So we go on to Joshua Clottey. That was just solid to me.
Go on.
I'll give it solid.
Yeah.
Solid. That's it.
I thought Joshua Cotty was too strong for him. Yeah, he's a very solid 147 pounder. He beat up Diego Corrales, who wasn't, and I feel like Joshua Cotty also beat Miguel Cotto in that time, even though he lost that fight. And I thought he would be too strong for thing. He looked like Joshua Cotty just didn't want to get hit. It was in Big Dallas. At this point, that fight shouldn't happen because they wanted to make the Floyd fight in Dallas. But because Floyd, apparently the negotiations broke down, so they put Joshua Cotty in. It was so one-sided. It was ridiculous. The man didn't want to get knocked out. He didn't want to open up. It was a one-sided beating. I didn't expect to see that, but it is what it is, and he beat him convincingly. At this point, Pacquiao's drawing huge crowds. He sold out the whole of Dallas Stadium. Dallas. What's the stadium called? Dallas.
Cowboy Stadium.
Cowboy Stadium. He sold the whole thing out. Yeah, man, that's how much crowds he was drawing. Huge. And it was a great win. Seriously, I think Joshua Cotty was a tough champion. To me, that's a great win. Because Joshua Cotty was a champion, and he wasn't easy. It was a very solid comparison, but I think that's a good win. Joshua Cotty could have been something, but he didn't. He could have been something, but I think it's a great win.
All right. Then we go to Antonio Margarito. Middleweight title.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say very good win. Well, I have to give it an ATG win. The guys are a lot bigger than him again, man. Yes. Middleweight, man.
Yeah.
Well, ATG win, man. It's an ATG win. Vacant middleweight title.
Give him no ATG win.
But he drained him, didn't he? But these guys are taking the contract.
This fight was supposed to be at 154 for a vacated title. Well, who did Margarito? That shouldn't have been no belt for me.
Yeah, it's a vacant belt at WBC belt at 154. I don't understand that. I don't understand how that was, because he ain't never fought at 154. Did they fight at 154?
No.
Yeah, they fought at 154.
I don't know what politics they're pulling here.
No, didn't they drain Margarito? Wait, did Margarito didn't come in at 154?
He came in 150.
Yeah.
Well, that don't make no sense. If he's supposed to be at 154, but it says vacant belt at 154, then that don't make no sense.
Man,
I mean, Pacquiao didn't even defend it. Like, he didn't even. I don't understand.
Margarito took the fight, and Pacquiao beat the crap out of him. He busted up his eyes.
Wasn't no champion at 154. He was still at. He was when he got suspended. He was fighting at 147.
Yeah, that's right. But it doesn't matter. Like, this is right. He shouldn't have signed the contract. I don't know what's going on in boxing this time. Boxing, they're maneuvering. It seems like they're moving.
They're doing bullshit now.
Yeah, they're doing bullshit. This is where bullshit's coming in. They're making.
Look, man, for a flyweight to beat up that big, dirty Mexican slugger, you know what I mean? Do I see mash up Andrew Sixheads and break up Cotto, even though he could have been fixed the gloves or whatever? Man, that's an ATG win. That's an ATG win, man.
Yeah.
Now they know 154.
again, he's fighting quite regularly, and then there's like 4 or 5 fights. I don't think he was the favorite going into that fight. I don't think he could have been. I don't think he could have been the favorite going into the Joshua Cotty, Miguel Cotto, Ricky Hatton, De La Hoya, maybe Diaz. Maybe he might have been the favorite, but he certainly wouldn't been a favorite going into this fight. I don't know what the bookies had it, but he beat the Bay at Margarito. He messed up the guy's eye socket. Seriously, I mean, you're talking about like Margarito having bricks in his hand. But I know what Cotto's got in his hands at this minute. He's looking bigger and stronger. And now the questions of people are thinking, well, scratching their head, thinking, hold on a minute, he shouldn't be able to do this to someone who's a big, strong 47-pounder, regardless if it was a 54. That shouldn't happen. And the questions are raging. What's going on here? How comes this guy's looking bigger and stronger coming up from these weights? Floyd's posing the question, and this is where the questions are heating up now. They're thinking maybe he's doing something or taking something. Really?
Right, so we go on to Shane Mosley, defends the WBO welterweight title.
Yeah.
To me, that Shane was a bit gun shy by this stage, so I'll give it a solid. But then once again, it's a good name on the resume.
You
know.
Go on, Chris.
That was not a good win. I think he was way past it. I thought he lost to the Latin Snake, beat him. And this is after the last snake fight, so this is just a name.
Just a name.
Okay. Yeah, on the resume.
I think it's a great win because, and again, I'm thinking I don't care. Like Shane Mosley is still a formidable opponent for anyone. You know, he at this point, no one's stopping him. I didn't think he'll, and he's one of the rare guys who floored him, floored Shane Mosley. And I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, he floored him. Like I didn't think that would happen. He made Shane look dizzy. Shane he got hit in the part. He's trying to say that Pacquiao hit harder than Vernon Forrest. Man, I'm thinking, what the heck? Could beat him up. I mean, Shane was surviving in that fight. Man, that's a great win, man. I didn't think he'd be able to do that to Shane. Floyd never did that to him. That's a great win. I don't know what Pacquiao's taking or doing at this point, but he's looking crazy like. And this time, if you look at his resume, he's fighting some of these all-time greats within 3 or 5 months. Period. Break. This is amazing. Resumes breaking out names, man. But I don't know what's going on. Mosley probably stronger at 154 at this point, but it doesn't matter, man. Pacquiao beat him, and that was for the WBO. At this point, it's WBO welterweight at that point, but Pacquiao's picked up belt.
All right.
Mosley wasn't this. Mosley wasn't good. Mosley lost.
Say it again, Chris.
Mosley was losing regularly.
Yeah, but he wasn't looking. Yeah, but no one's ever knocked him down like that, bro. Right. No, knocked him down since. He got stopped by Mandine, but he never been knocked down before. But last guy knocked him down was Vernon Forrest, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He was younger in that fight. He looked old in that Pacquiao fight. And slow.
Yeah, but you can't take credit. That's a great win to me.
Okay, well you're both split on it, so we leave that there. And we have one Manuel Marquez, the third fight.
That's correct. That's third fight. That's right.
Majority decision win for Pacquiao.
Yeah. Pacquiao lost that fight, in my opinion.
I thought he lost that one too.
Yeah. I thought Pacquiao won the second fight, and the third fight, yeah, I'll leave it as a draw. But in this fight, he lost, man. I watched that fight, and Marquez just cleanly counterboxed him, and he made Pacquiao look stupid. First time someone made Pacquiao look vulnerable. Perfect time for Marquez, and in my opinion, he won the fight.
Right. I knew they were going to rub Marquez in that fight. I had a feeling. So, I mean, that's that one was a red flag. That's one of the red flags I'll put on his career. That, you know what I mean? He lost that fight and he shouldn't have got it. And then Tim Bradley, split decision loss.
Yeah. Again, it's a controversial decision. I felt when I watched it, I felt at the time, real time, I thought Pacquiao won the fight. I watched it without the commentators, and then I thought the fight was actually much more closer. Without the commentary, it looked like, in my opinion, it looked like Bradley might have won the fight. This is with the sound off, but with just watching it real time, I thought Pacquiao won that fight. I actually did thought Pacquiao won that fight, and I think he got jobbed on that one, which is surprising, but. Hey man, it's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's the first time this is controversy is flaring up now. Right, so he's lost the fight and lost his title.
All right.
I thought it was a good round. I thought it was a good fight, but Pacquiao won that. I did it without listening to judges. I think Pacquiao won that round 7-5. Pacquiao won 7 rounds. Bradley 5.
So what do these two, the Marquez fights and the Bradley fight, affect the resume in any way? Because it looked like he was sliding a bit by the stage.
Even the resume, this is a great fight. Losses at this point with Pacquiao and the names before, Hatton and De La Hoya and them things there, you're already Hall of Famer already. You beat De La Hoya, you beat Hatton, you know what I mean? You beat this guy, you beat Shea Mosley, you beat Miguel Cotto. You know, these guys, you know, these are Hall of Famer guys. So, you know, his resume, he's already set. Losses at this point, you know, you could lose, you won, but these are great fights. Controversial fights. I mean, I wouldn't sit back and watch the Bradley fight again, but definitely watch back the Marquez. The Marquez one was very enjoyable, the third one. So, you know, the Bradley loss, you know, people were pissed off with Bradley a lot, and Bradley took a lot of heat for that, unnecessarily, because it wasn't really his fault. That's the
Okay, so we go to the one man where Marquez fourth fight where he gets knocked the count.
Yeah. Go ahead, Chris.
It was a good fight. You see, Marquez developed power in this fight.
Yeah.
He just got caught. Nothing else to say. He got caught.
Yeah. That was when they were trying to kill each other.
Chris, can you mute when everyone's talking? Yeah.
Yeah, I can. My mic.
Okay.
My bad.
All right, Errol.
Yeah. It was one of the most brutal fights I ever saw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just trying to kill each other, man. And Pacquiao got caught, man. Great fight. Marquez won. He's finally got his victory clean cut.
Okay. All right. Does that put a flag on the resume, or is it just a loss?
No. Because Pacquiao already beat him in one fight, and Marquez has won one fight. One was a draw, so it's split.
Okay.
So split. Pretty good.
Then obviously, we round off.
He got two wins actually. Pacquiao's got 2 wins, hasn't it? Go on.
Okay. Well, we round off with the Brandon Rios fight. Brandon Rios.
Oh yeah.
Just a beating.
Yeah, one-sided thing, man. I didn't think it was going to be like that before the fight. Oh, Rios would probably bring more to the table, but he just got outclassed, man.
I knew he was going to beat up Brandon Rios. Brandon Rios tailor-made for Pacquiao.
Yeah, but I think Brandon Rios has seen better days. Them fights with Alvarado. Was it Alvarado he had a fight with? Where that brutal fight? Yeah, I think that took out of him. He just like he slowed down. And Pacquiao, well, even if he wasn't slowed down, Pacquiao, he wasn't even in the same class. So it was a beautiful performance by Pacquiao, man. It was a beautiful performance of being hit and not being hit. Beautiful boxing display. And he picks up the WBO international title at this point.
Okay. So that concludes his resume of boxing. ATG?
Well, against Brandon Rios, it's a solid win. Brandon Rios hasn't yet been proven to see if he's going to be a great. We're not going to talk about the fight he's got with Tim and Bradley.
We'll do that in a minute. I just want to conclude. Is he an all-time great?
Oh, Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's great. He's
top
great.
20 all-time?
Top 20, yeah.
Yeah, I put him in top 10, top 20, top 15 maybe. Some people will probably put him higher, I don't know.
Better than Floyd?
I got him top.
And he's the best, one of the best in this era, though.
Is he better than Floyd?
Is he better than... I don't compare... Like, you can compare in that and that, but he's definitely exciting fighter.
Better resume?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But definitely, if you're talking about excitement and how to finish people, man, he's got to be up there. He basically brings in the tape. Pacquiao fights are not boring. People want to see Pacquiao. He goes to kill you. He tries to knock you out. I mean, lately he's been taking his foot off the pedal, but once he turns it up, on you, boy, he brings it, man. Like what he did to Barrera and Cotto and De La Hoya, he brings it, man. What he did to Hatton, he brings it, bro. Like what he did to Margarito, you know what I mean? Shea Mosley knocked down that Marquez fights. Exciting fighter, no doubt. Question.
If he beats Tim Bradley, where does that leave him? Convincingly. If he loses convincingly, give me both scenarios. If he loses convincingly or wins convincingly.
It doesn't change anything, man. He's still.
It don't change anything for me because Pacquiao, you can tell he's starting to slow down, but he's 35 years old, so nah.
He been in a lot of fights.
Yeah.
So he's still a Hall of Fame fighter.
Yeah.
Nah,
He's just trying to get this back because he lost the fight, which everyone felt he won. So he's just basically trying to claim that this is just paving the resume. That's all this is doing.
Yeah, win or lose, he's still gonna be a Hall of Fame.
What if he was to beat Floyd? Where would that leave him in the top all-time greats?
That'll definitely put him up there.
He's positioning him a change into the top 10, mate.
Yeah, I agree.
But if he don't beat Tim Bradley, ain't no Floyd fight gonna be talked about.
That fight can still happen.
Nah,
it won't have no much value as it would have before, and it's losing value every year. It doesn't happen. But
listen, as long as the fight happens, it doesn't matter if they got grey beards. As long as it happens, you know, I think people still want to see it.
Well, it does affect it.
Yeah, it affects it, but people still want to see it, and they'll still talk about it, even if they were waiting there with Zimmer frames. I mean, because you could say it should have happened 4 or 5 years ago, then. But you know, if it happens now, it's all good.
For Tim Bradley, I don't think that fight gonna have nobody ain't gonna want to see that fight.
Yeah, they will. They will. It's like when Hopkins fought Roy Jones, man. People still saw it, man.
Man, I didn't watch the Hopkins and Roy Jones second fight until ages after.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what this one's Pacquiao and thing probably happened.
I want to watch Bradley though. I want to watch Bradley and Pacquiao. That's a real fight.
Yeah, of course.
So okay.
And this is good too, cause Bradley and Pacquiao fighting another killer guy.
Okay, so no doubt ATG. Any last words you guys want to conclude?
No, he's a Hall of Fame fighter.
No, it's an all-time great, no doubt.
Hall of Famer, all-time great.
Yeah, he's a top 20.
He's a all-time one of the greats, man.
Yeah, he's top. You can be top 20 and still be one of the greats.
I know we've got asterisks above him about the steroids thing, whatever, but
comparing to Henry Armstrong.
No, I ain't comparing. I won't compare him to Henry Armstrong.
We're not gonna do no comparison.
I wouldn't put him in. I wouldn't put him in Armstrong Pacquiao. That Armstrong is a different. That's different.
Okay.
Because Armstrong fought the very best in that weight class, and then the very best at lightweight. If it was Nate Diaz, then he didn't fight him, and then the very best at welterweight. Who was the very best at welterweight? That was Floyd Mayweather. So Armstrong fought the very best at the time. The very best. Barney Ross. They were the best, no doubt. There was one doubt.
The middleweight title.
If you talk about it when at the time in the lower weights, and you bantamweight and this
Lou
and that.
Ambers.
Yeah. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah. Great fighter. All right. We'll conclude that critical look at Manny Pacquiao. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.